and I am a mom of children that I have nourished and nurtured. And look at them. See how great they are turning. So I want you to know that when they say, can a woman have it all? Yes, she can. Yes, she can. But she will only have it all if she's very deliberate about building the frameworks of her life and saying, these are the things that matter. And for the things that don't matter, forget them. Who cares whether you don't have the handbag that everybody is carrying right now? Who cares? You know, I love my husband. He says, I don't even know what those labels are. It's the same thing with majority of the people. Have you ever seen people who are trying to show you that their wristwatch is a Rolex? And you're looking at the wristwatch and you're not even sure what it is they're wearing. You know, so can you stop putting yourselves under pressure? I'd like the audience of women that I'm speaking through to today, if you know that there is anything that I have said that makes sense, I want you to say, I shall not put pressure on myself.
Like Access Bank, to the fact that placing the women agenda on the top priority of society's debate is important. There is no other way that we have seen societies transform other than people who care making an issue a priority. So setting the agenda for all of society to discuss the kind of contribution that women inclusion in the development process make a difference is one that having this gathering does. And for Access as a financial leader, not just nationally, but continentally and increasingly going beyond the shores of our continent, it just shows that the moment is way past when people hold to entrenched norms as a basis for precluding women in the involvement that is necessary for generating economic progress. So these women that I've shared with today represent the 50% of women that need the barriers that stand in their way removed. And that's what research shows. You remove the barriers that stand in the way of women, and then they take off. For example, in agriculture, we have seen that 30% of improvement in agriculture output is possible if we can give to men and women equal inputs. So the woman gets an equal input as the man. They actually have shown some cases of outperforming the men in agriculture. And so you look at the thing that Access is doing around enterprise. What they are doing is bridging the gap in terms of access to finance for women, which research shows to be part of what has kept women in low productivity entrepreneurship. Low productivity entrepreneurship cannot take the continent far. So this idea that they are bringing technology, they are bringing training, they are bringing markets, they are bringing finance to women and helping women to grow their business. That's the kind of contribution to economic progress that an organization like this can make.
Interesting. Last question for me, ma'am. What's your message to the average Nigerian woman out there who's striving to make a difference and to build a legacy?
I would say to them, three things are important. They need to invest themselves in the knowledge of what it is they want to do. Don't hold back. Find the knowledge, access it, either through people who know, getting access to them, find the knowledge. Number two thing is find the partnerships. You know, some of those women that you're, you know, sitting around with actually have the capacity to partner with you in order to move you from small to big. Then number three thing is find the finance. Go knocking on the door of Access Bank, because now they can no longer hide away from giving even more support to women. And I think that the number of programs that they were talking about show clearly that they are thinking deliberately about the opportunities that they must present to me. So they gave me their name, they gave me values, they raised us some very strong values, and then they gave me knowledge by making sure that I got the best education possible. So once they gave me those three things, they basically established me for a pathway to the person I became through the mercy of God. So having been given that, what do you think I'm doing with my life? I'm using my life to make sure that I fulfill my Father's admonition, that the only benefit, the only usefulness of privilege is to use your privilege to make privilege possible for those outside.